On Nightline, the Obama exclusive. We're live as Barack Obama and Bill Clinton make their first ever campaign appearance tonight in Florida. But is Obama already making plans for the day after the election? It's the ABC News interview with Barack Obama. And big risk, big reward. He's already spent millions of dollars tonight to deliver his half-hour message directly to Americans. So, was it worth it? George Stephanopoulos is back with the Nightline report card. And finally, a bird's brain. Meet the parrot who can name colors, count, even have a conversation. So, what can we learn from Alec, the bird genius?
From the global resources of ABC News, with Terry Moran in Florida and Martin Bashir and Cynthia McFadden in New York City, this is Nightline, October 29th, 2008.
Good evening, I'm Cynthia McFadden. We begin tonight with presidential politics, and what a day it was on the campaign trail. You might say Barack Obama is going for broke, from buying a multi-million-dollar 30-minute infomercial that ran tonight on network and cable television, to luring former President Bill Clinton to Florida to campaign with him for their first joint appearance together. Despite his lead in the polls, Barack Obama is taking nothing for granted in this last week of the campaign. My co-anchor Terry Moran reports live tonight from an Obama rally that's still going on in Florida. Terry?
Hey, Cynthia, yes, indeed, a late-night rally here in Kissimmee. You can see this big crowd, 35,000, they say. They're here. They think they are looking at the past and the future of the American presidency, certainly the past and the future of the Democratic Party. Barack Obama and Bill Clinton back there, their first campaign appearance together, as you say. Right now, it's all about turnout, really, and on the airwaves, as you pointed out, at these rallies and at the ground level, the Obama campaign, no matter what the polls say, is taking nothing for granted. In the closing days of this campaign, Barack Obama is pouring it on. He's drawing big crowds. He's flooding the airwaves with commercials bought with a seemingly bottomless pit of money he's raised.
The middle class is struggling. We simply can't afford more of the same. We need a new direction, now.
He's out of ideas, out of touch, and running out of time.
Senator Obama, I am not President Bush.
True, but you did vote with Bush 90% of the time.
And tonight, Obama TV, more than $3 million to buy a solid half hour of time on 7 TV networks, 3 broadcast, 4 cable.
This election's a defining moment. A chance for our leaders to meet the demands of these challenging times and keep faith with our people.
It was a highly produced, carefully scripted, and cleverly packaged program. It was slick, soft music, gauzy pictures, and Obama's soothing voice narrating the stories of ordinary Americans facing economic challenges.
Recently, the plant cut back Mark's work to every other week. Now they're struggling to make ends meet.
Parts of it looked almost like a presidential address.
But we also need a rescue plan for the middle class, starting with what we can do right now that will have an immediate effect. As president, here's what I'll do. Cut taxes for every working family making less than $200,000 a year.
There were autobiographical sections.
My father, I only met him once for a month when I was 10. I probably was shaped more by his absence than his presence. My mother, she said to herself, my son, he's an American, and he needs to understand what that means.
And there were scenes from the campaign trail.
I'm worried about the couple that's trying to figure out how they're going to retire. I'm worried about the family that's trying to figure out how they can save for their child's college education. That's who I'm worried about.
This Hollywood-produced infomercial wasn't all Obama. Each new voice, Governors Strickland of Ohio and Kaine of Virginia, a retired couple, a mom, an auto worker, all obviously selected to go after specific battlegrounds and groups of voters.
And most importantly, I will open the doors of government and ask you to be involved in your own democracy again.
The half hour ended with a bang. Obama, live from Florida.
America, the time for change has come.
This is a campaign on offense, and tonight, as if all this wasn't enough, Obama got some big league help. There they were, backstage before their first campaign appearance together, Obama and Bill Clinton. Two Democratic standard bearers, two eras, two supremely gifted politicians, in so many ways, so much alike.
Are you ready for a new president? And are you ready for this new president?
These guys are pros. Seeing them up there, their body language so eloquent, you couldn't help think of the history behind this passing the torch moment. They are each intelligent, articulate, self-made men whose easygoing personalities cloak a driving ambition and steely toughness. But where Obama is cool and disciplined, Clinton improvises and can get hot, as he famously did during the epic primary battle between Hillary Clinton and Obama.
Give me a break. This whole thing is the biggest fairy tale I've ever seen.
For months after Obama secured the nomination, Clinton seemed to sulk, telling friends he resented accusations from the Obama camp that he tried to play the race card in the primaries. But today, all that was in the past. The two men talk frequently, aides say. Obama reached out to Clinton for advice as the financial crisis hit, and he heaps praise on Clinton's economic leadership.
When Bill Clinton was president, your average wages and incomes went up $7,500. Under George Bush, it went down $2,000.
The courtship has worked. Clinton is now all in. He was on the road in Pennsylvania earlier, 3 stops, stumping for Obama, doing his inimitable thing.
You got to pick the person with the right philosophy, the right policies, and the right proven ability to make good decisions, and that is Barack Obama, and you need to go tell everybody you can that.
With all his money and the crowds and Clinton, Obama may feel like he's on a roll, and he suggested in an interview today with ABC's Charlie Gibson that he's already thinking about his cabinet and would want Republicans to join his administration.
So you don't have to tell us, but do you know now who you'd want as Treasury Secretary, State, Defense?
I have a good idea of who the candidates would be.
Would it be a a bipartisan cabinet? Would you be?
Yes.
Would you want Republicans in it?
Absolutely.
Would you be receptive to Secretary Gates staying at Defense?
I'm not going to get into details, but I can guarantee you that it is important for us, particularly when it comes to national security, to return to a tradition of nonpartisan national security. We have politicized our foreign policy in a way that I think has done us great damage, and I want to return to a tradition that says, our differences end at the water's edge.
But John McCain is still fighting, making one final push of his own, attacking on several fronts, warning that Obama's economic policies and what he said to the famous Joe the plumber about spreading the wealth around amounts to socialist redistribution of wealth.
Senator Obama is running to be redistributionist in chief. I'm running to be commander in chief.
In North Carolina this morning, Obama dismissed the whole controversy with a joke.
He's been spending these last few days calling me every name in the book. By the end of the week, he'll be accusing me of being a secret communist because I shared my toys in kindergarten.
Well, it's late. It's the third stop of the day, but he's still at it. He's still talking, and I got to tell you, he and Bill Clinton look like they're having a very good time together. Of course, they're professional politicians. They're supposed to do that. One note on the mood. This is a campaign that polls show is ahead. The pundits are predicting victory, but it's a campaign that feels a little nervous, feels on edge a little bit. This they've seen before. They predicted in New Hampshire that they would win. They got a real comeuppance there, and it is, if anything, a campaign that's pressing harder in the final days. Cynthia?
Well, in a campaign that remembers Al Gore was ahead going in 2000. Our thanks, Terry, as always. When we come back, it cost $100,000 a minute. Was the infomercial a turn on or a turn off? George Stephanopoulos is back with the Nightline report card.
Los Angeles, 1928. Christine Collins' son vanished.
He's alive, Mrs. Collins.
5 months later, the police solved the crime with a lie.
That's not my son.
But the truth
The mayor wants this to go away.
changed a city forever.
What the hell have you done with Christine Collins?
From director Clint Eastwood comes a powerful true story.
Every day, this city sinks deeper into corruption.
Changeling, rated R, now in select theaters everywhere Friday.
Help seal out tough food particles. Fix it and control with Food Seal. Enjoy all the foods you love.
There once was a place where people lived in fear.
For me, it was shopping carts.
I was scared of trees. Dust. Horrifying.
One day, they didn't have to worry any longer.
Now, if a dust storm hits, who cares?
Now I'm free to worry about more important things, like ninjas.
For auto, home, and business, Travelers.
Make a real meal in minutes. Your whole family loves to eat. With a cheesy hot casserole, wholesome food is such a treat. Campbell's cheesy chicken and rice casserole, possibilities.
Tonight, Jimmy Talks fame with Seth Rogen.
They look at me and they don't think like, that guy's in movies. They think like, I grew up with that guy.
Plus High School Musical 3's Corbin Bleu. Jimmy Kimmel Live, all new, coming up on ABC.
Election night. Turn it to the best. Gibson, Sawyer, Stephanopoulos, ABC News.
I'm Gordon Smith, and I approve this ad.
Jeff Merkley's desperate attacks, sleaziness, says Reinhardt of the Oregonian. His claims, laughable, says the Register Guard. Not true, says the Oregonian. Jeff Merkley, false attacks, desperate campaign.
Dave Brownlow, too liberal, wants President Bush tried for war crimes and favors abolishing prisons. Dave Brownlow, just too liberal.
More on politics. Today's ABC News tracking poll shows Barack Obama with an 8-point advantage over John McCain. Even with that lead, as we've just heard, Senator Obama paid for a 30-minute infomercial that ran on multiple channels tonight. But will it give him that added boost he's hoping for? Our chief Washington correspondent, George Stephanopoulos, is back for the Nightline report card. George, was it worth the $3 million?
Oh, just about every penny, Cynthia, no question about it. I mean, this was a very highly produced, technically incredibly competent half hour of television, all designed to get voters comfortable with the idea of Barack Obama in the Oval Office. You saw that he was in a facsimile of the Oval Office during the infomercial, and also to show that he's embedded in the lives of average Americans and knows exactly what they're going through. And every single line in that 30 minutes was something that the campaign knows works and knows appeals to those undecided voters.
What do you mean?
Well, for example, there was one point in the 30 minutes where he talked about education.
No government program can turn off the TV set, or put away the video games, or read to your children.
The campaign knows for a fact that when Obama said those lines during the debate and they had voters hooked up to dial groups, it had the highest response of the entire debate. So they repeated it tonight, and that was reprised again and again over these 30 minutes. Every idea that Obama talked about is something the campaign knows appeals to those undecided voters, especially the economically stressed ones out there in the country right now.
So is this unprecedented, George, to have these kinds of resources at this point in a campaign?
Oh, no question about it, Cynthia. You know, Ross Perot had some money back in 1992, but he had very primitive production. What you saw here was a highly competent, professional, really virtuoso performance. I mean, the fact that they could go 28 minutes and then hit live to a rally in Florida and right down to the end with this optimistic message. I don't know if you even noticed at the end, the final logo even showed a rising sun. One other thing the campaign knows is that the most optimistic presidential candidate always wins. I was talking to another former presidential campaign strategist just a few minutes ago who said anyone who's worked in a campaign has to be jealous of the toys that the campaign cash that Obama campaign has can buy.
You know, John McCain has said, George, that this could backfire, that it was presumptuous on the part of Senator Obama. What do you make of that?
He's also said that it was bought with a broken promise. And of course, Obama did go back on his promise to take public financing. But here's the response from the McCain campaign tonight. They say, as with all infomercials, the sales job is better than the product. Buyer beware. That's an implicit admission that they know the message worked. They just hope that the messenger won't be trusted.
So what do you make of the Bill Clinton-Barack Obama appearance tonight, George?
I think the Clinton and Obama are moving from a Cold War to a cool peace. President Clinton is out there campaigning in these final days in several states, not only Florida, but also Pennsylvania, Ohio, and West Virginia. Barack Obama has been praising the Clinton record more and more in his speeches, something he hadn't done before. He's also been reaching out to Clinton privately more and more. He called him a couple of times during the financial crisis. He consulted with him after President Bush made this announcement of having the foreign leaders come after the election to deal with the financial crisis. So he is reaching out more and more. You know, there's still some healing to be done, but the relationship is getting much better.
Our thanks as always, George. We'll be back tomorrow night for more Report Card. And you can offer your own insights on these critical campaign issues by clicking onto the Nightline page at abcnews.com. And when we come back, we introduce you to the parrot, who's anything but a bird brain.
Change it up a bit, and you're sure to get a reaction. Don't let erectile dysfunction slow things down. Viagra, America's most prescribed ED treatment, can help you enjoy a more satisfying sexual experience. To learn more, cruise on over to Viagra.com. Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Don't take Viagra if you take nitrates for chest pain, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Side effects may include headache, flushing, upset stomach, and abnormal vision. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. Stop taking Viagra and call your doctor right away if you experience a sudden decrease in vision or hearing. Now's the time to get moving and ask your doctor if Viagra is right for you.
Tomorrow, 2 new election exclusives. Bill Clinton, his first interview after his big appearance tonight with Barack Obama, and Sarah Palin. Plus, Diane, Robin, and Chris report live from key swing states. In the election's final hours, turn first to Good Morning America.
I know you're concerned about the economy and your future. A state treasurer with the right priorities can help. I'm Ben Westland.
Since fighting cancer, Ben has championed affordable health care and covering Oregon's uninsured kids. Ben saved taxpayers millions of dollars by lowering the cost of school bonds, and he'll prepare our children for the good jobs of tomorrow. As treasurer, Ben Westland will invest in wind and solar to lower our energy costs.
My priority will be to help you.
The last time Oregon families faced difficult economic times, Jeff Merkley had a solution: higher taxes. Merkley voted for the largest tax increase in Oregon history. He actually voted 44 times for higher taxes, higher gas taxes, higher property taxes, and worst of all, higher income taxes on families earning as little as $10,000 a year. Call Jeff Merkley. Tell him to change, because higher taxes and a bad economy is wrong for Oregon families. Paid for by Republicans Who Care Individual Fund.
A message about Jeff Merkley from Barack Obama.
Oregon, you have a choice. Do you stick with the failed Washington policies that put CEOs and special interests first, or do you choose real change? That change is Jeff Merkley. Jeff will put fairness back in the system and strengthen our economy by cutting taxes for the middle class, not corporations who ship our jobs overseas. With Jeff Merkley in the U.S. Senate, we can get our country back on track.
I'm Jeff Merkley, and I approve this message. I've been sent into harm's way before because of unpermitted work. The fact is that building permits and the accompanying safety inspections protect the lives of your family, neighbors, and firefighters. Measure 63 is poorly written and would take away these essential safety measures. Measure 63 would even allow dangerous unpermitted work on electrical wiring, structural supports, and gas lines. For a safe home and peace of mind, vote no on Measure 63.
Nightline continues from New York City with Cynthia McFadden.
Well, we turn away now from politics and to the story of a very special bird. Birds have often gotten a bad rap when it comes to intelligence. Consider the expression bird brain. But for 30 years, one scientist pioneered bird intelligence with the help of a very special parrot she considered a colleague and ultimately a friend, as Vicki Maybury reports.
What color is cooked?
Hello.
Good parrot, Alex. Good boy.
Think your parrot is smart?
What?
Then you never knew Alex.
Well,
Alex didn't just mimic, he could express himself.
I'm sorry.
For 30 years, Professor Irene Pepperberg poured patience and love into Alex,
Yes.
teaching him to count.
How many yellow blocks?
4.
That's right. All right, good boy.
To identify objects.
What's this?
Truck.
Truck.
And even more subtle things like materials.
What matter?
What?
Good boy.
Alex proved that parrots want more than just a cracker.
I want corn.
He became a superstar of sorts in the bird world.
Paper, good boy.
Alex was an ambassador. He basically changed the way we viewed the name bird brain. He made it clear to people that just because you have a brain the size of a shelled walnut doesn't mean stupidity.
Entering Professor Pepperberg's lab at Brandeis is like walking into a bird cage. She's rarely without one of her African gray parrots. And Alex was like all the rest. When she got him back in 1976, she knew she needed not the Einstein of parrots, but just an average bird. You just got Alex from a pet store.
It was a store in Chicago. There were 8 babies in the cage, 8 or 9 babies in the cage. And so the guy took a butterfly net and scooped one up, and that was Alex.
So wanna go chair?
Pepperberg says her work with Alex was groundbreaking.
What color number 3? Green is right. Good boy.
At the time, it was scoffed at by many in the scientific community, but she says it was a real window into avian intelligence.
Look, we're going to do some addition.
In terms of other animals, parrots are as smart as what?
Apes, dolphins, creatures like that, yes.
And did scientists know that prior to your research?
No, that was the whole point of this work.
Okay, what's over?
Whoa.
She trained him using the rival model, with her and her lab assistants playing parent and siblings.
Right. Can you tell me now what's under? How do you learn to speak? You learn to speak by watching your parents interact, by watching your mom interact with your older sibling.
How many?
It worked.
How many, Keith?
2.
You're right. What's different? What's different?
Color.
That's right. And what color bigger? What color bigger? Good birdie.
Over time, he learned to do amazing things, thinking, reasoning, expressing desires.
Shower. Shower.
Yeah. You want a shower?
Sometimes he was a handful.
What color number bigger?
None.
Alex.
So what's the difference between my neighbor's parrot who used to sing Whitney Houston and what Alex knew?
Meaning. Okay, Alex understood what his words meant. And that's the difference.
But then a year ago, Alex was found dead in his cage of a heart arrhythmia. He was 31, young for a parrot. Pepperberg thought she'd have another 10 years with him.
I have a kind of obituary, and I want to notify the next of kin about a death in the family. Alex the parrot has died.
The outpouring was astounding.
Yes.
This is a box of condolence cards and letters.
And that's about half of it.
I feel bad that you lost Alex. Oh.
Letters and gifts from around the world.
It's a parrot with diamonds?
With a little diamond and then silver around it, yeah.
Wow.
During the 10 hours a day Pepperberg spent with Alex over the course of his life, she thought she'd managed to keep a professional distance.
When he was no longer there, the impact of what I had lost hit. And yes, exactly. It was like a child, a significant other, and my closest colleague that was no longer there.
Now, Pepperberg, an associate research professor at Brandeis, has written a book about the bond she shared with Alex.
People saw him as this icon, this representative, this ambassador, almost, from the animal world that could let his wants and his feelings and his thoughts be known. And I think that meant a lot to people.
That's right. Whoa, good parrot.
But it took 30 years with the bird to get
That's
him
right.
to the point of being a 2-year-old.
Well, a 6-year-old.
A 6-year-old. Does that really prove anything? It takes so long to get a bird, 30 years, to get him to the point of being a 6-year-old.
Right. But it's the idea that we're giving him tasks that are not natural to his environment.
Alex, can you tell Griff what's here?
Before Alex died, Pepperberg was starting to train this guy, Griffin, using Alex as teacher.
Corn.
That's right. Good boy. Did you see that, Griffs?
The lessons Griffin learned may have stuck.
What matter? No, you're being silly.
Okay, so he isn't there just yet. After all, he is only 11 years old. Will there ever be another Alex? Was he just one of a kind?
Hopefully, someday Griffin will get there. He's about where Alex was when Alex was, 3.5 years old. We'll see. Hopefully, he will step into Alex's shoes.
This is Vicki Mabry for Nightline in Boston.
An incredible bird, an incredible bond. When we come back, it's time for our closing argument.
ABC News Nightline, brought to you by Progressive.
Welcome to Progressive.com. Ah, I see you have a list.
So I only pay for the features that I need.
So let's customize your policy.
It's me.
Now just add or subtract what you need.
I want lots of coverage, a little less, a low deductible, and roadside assistance. That was easy.
Your satisfaction is our policy. It's a little insurance joke. Really little. Here it goes.
Getting the policy and the price you want. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
Lunch is ready.
Dragging yourself to eat lower sodium soup? Try Campbell's Healthy Request soups. All made with lower sodium natural sea salt.
What's that taste? Taste. I like the taste of taste. It's tasty. It is tasty. It really is. It's good. It's so good.
Detective Sam Tyler is stuck in 1973.
Make love, not war.
This Thursday, get out of town. He's one step closer.
They pulled the body out of the river.
To why? Mom? Life on Mars. All new Thursday at 10/9 Central on ABC.
Two candidates for U.S. Senate. Who can't we trust with our money? Wrong. It's Gordon Smith who can't be trusted with our wallets. $48 billion for Iraq's reconstruction, $18 billion in tax breaks for big oil, a $10 trillion national debt. That's Gordon Smith's record. Jeff Merkley is the change we need. Middle-class values, balanced budgets, a rainy day fund. He's for us. The Democratic Senatorial Campaign Committee is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Kate Brown has the right experience and is best prepared to be Oregon's Secretary of State. Brown offers bipartisan leadership to get our economy moving again. And she'll conduct rigorous audits to make sure tax dollars are spent on our priorities. And Kate Brown cracked down on initiative fraud and will make sure those who break election laws are prosecuted.
Under my watch, we'll always have elections you can trust.
Kate Brown for Secretary of State.
Steel, auto, airlines. What do these industries all have in common? Hundreds of thousands of lost jobs and union bosses who helped to put them out of business. If you think the economy's bad now, it could get worse. Union bosses are pushing their own bailout bill in Congress that could force employees to pay union dues against their will. Economists say it will cost jobs and damage the economy. Fight the Employee Forced Choice Act at employeefreedom.org.
After all the negative ads from Jeff Merkley, where's the truth? The Bend Bulletin and Mail Tribune call Gordon Smith moderate. He's a moderate who opposes the war, supports gay rights, stem cell research, and green energy. And Gordon Smith is a moderate who has shown the independence to represent Oregon. Before you believe Merkley's ads, listen to those who know the truth.
I'm Gordon Smith, and I approve this ad.
My husband Leonard and I started this business 37 years ago, and now we have 40 employees. It's hard to stay in business in this economy, and taxes are a big part of that problem.
Jeff Merkley backed higher taxes in Salem, and Oregon businesses pay the price.
I don't want to choose between hiring people or paying higher taxes, but that's the situation we're in.
Call Jeff Merkley. Tell him to stop raising taxes that kill our jobs. Freedom's Watch is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Everything you need to start your day.
K2 News this morning. And it's time now for tonight's closing argument. So, what is John McCain's reaction to Barack Obama's 30-minute TV ad tonight? Well, the McCain campaign issued this statement, quote, "As anyone who's ever bought anything from an infomercial knows, the sales job is always better than the product. Buyer beware," end quote. So we ask you, was the ad worth $3 million? Tell us what you think by clicking on the Nightline page at abcnews.com. And for more on the race for the White House, tune in tomorrow morning for Good Morning America and Elizabeth Vargas's exclusive interview with Alaska Governor Sarah Palin. And finally tonight, a sports note. The last pitch of this year's World Series as the Philadelphia Phillies defeat the Tampa Bay Rays 4-3 to win the World Championship for the first time in 28 years. That's our report for tonight. I'm Cynthia McFadden.
The Trailblazers. The team stopped practice today to meet with Cody Whipple and his family. The 18-year-old spent weeks in the hospital undergoing surgeries and chemotherapy. Not only did Cody meet the team, he also got 2 season tickets. The team also donated a Trailblazers suite for tomorrow's home opener. The Make-A-Wish Foundation helped grant Cody's wish. What a great day for him.
Very cool. Nightly News is straight ahead tonight. What makes a good movie? Could high-tech brain science determine what's going to be a blockbuster or a dud?
That and more next on Nightly News, and we'll see you back here in 1/2 hour.
Try 5 Arby's new Pepper Jack melts for only $5.95. Classic roast beef with creamy pepper jack cheese sauce for just the right amount of kick. At 5 for only $5.95, they'll have you saying, "I'm thinking Arby's."
Just rolling in, it's the 50th annual Portland Metro RV Show, November 6th through the 9th at the Expo Center. Take advantage of the best deals in the Northwest from local dealers on a great selection of hundreds of new and pre-owned RVs. Don't miss special show prices, low interest rates, and long-term on-the-spot financing. Trade-ins welcome. It's the one, the only Portland Metro RV Show, November 6th through the 9th at the Expo Center. Just imagine where it might take you.
Hey, you heard about this Papa Murphy's Jack-O-Lantern pizza?
Heard about it. They made it after me.
Well, at least they gave it my beautiful smile.
Try our Jack-O-Lantern pizza for just $7.99, now through October 31st. Handmade, home-baked. That's Papa Murphy's.
Your kids know about this drug. Do you? Tonight at 11.